So in step 5, we found out that a times c was negative 210. And in step 6, we're using the absolute value of that. We are simply considering it as a positive number, okay? What are all the factors of 210? Well, we've got 1 times 210. There's going to be a lot of these, so this is what I'm going to do. This is going to help you out when you have big numbers like this. Let's do a factor tree of this, okay? If we break this down, we've got 21 times 10. This breaks down into 3 times 7. And this breaks down into 2 times 5. Those are all primes, okay? So I'm going to list those out from smallest to biggest. 210 is just 2 times 3 times 5 times 7 is what 210 is equal to. Why do I care? Because if I'm going to be able to make a factor, I need to have the numbers inside that will multiply to that factor. You'll see what I mean in a second. So let's do 2. Can I do 2 times anything? Yeah, there's a 2 here. 2 times what? Well, it's going to be whatever's left multiplied together, okay? So these multiply together to be 105, which makes sense because that's half of 210, okay? Can we do 3 times anything? Yeah, well, there's a 3 in there, isn't there? There is a 3 in there. So we can do 3 times whatever the rest of it multiplies together to. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 times 7 is 70. 3 times 70. Yep. Can we do 4 times anything? Well, 4 is not in there because 4 is not prime, but can we make 4? No, you'd make 4 with 2 times 2, and there isn't a second 2 in there to make it. So we can't do 4 times anything. Can we do 5 times anything? Yeah. 5 times, well, here's the 5. What's left? Well, we've got 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 7 is 42. 5 times 42. This is pretty slick. Let's keep going. By the way, 210 is a big number, so it's not usually going to take this long. But can we do 6? Yeah, I see 6 in there as the 2 and the 3. 2 times 3 makes 6. So we can do 6 times, what's this? When you multiply it together, 35. So 6 times 35. Okay. What about 7? What we're doing here is we're going up by 1 every time, and we're checking to see whether we can do that next number. These are dropping really fast. We're eventually going to be in the middle. Can we do 7 times anything? Yeah, I see a 7 right there. 7 is right there. 7 times what? All of this multiplied together. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 5 is 30. So 7 times 30. Okay. Can we do 8 times anything? No, remember we couldn't even make a 4 because we didn't have 2 2's. So we can't make an 8, which is 2 times 2 times 2. Won't work. Can we do 9? Nope. We'd need 3 times 3, and there's only a single 3 in this prime factorization. Can we do 10? Yeah, 2 times 5 right there makes 10. 2 times 5 makes 10. So it'd be 10 times what? 10 times 3 times 7 or 21. 10 times 21. And that squares with what you know is that 210 is just 21 with a 0 on it, or 21 times 10. Okay, let's keep going. Can we do 11? No, 11's prime. It would be appearing in there if we could. Can we do 12? No, 12 is 6 times 2, and this makes the 6, but there's no 2 to multiply it by. Can't do 12. 13? No. 14? Oh, by the way, 13 is prime, so you'd see it. 14? Yeah, you can actually do 14. 14 is that times that. And what do we get as a result? Times 15. 14 times 15. And we've met in the middle. We met in the middle because 14 and 15, there's nothing separating them, okay? This went up slowly by 1 at a time, but this dropped really quickly down to this. And this becomes then the whole list of factors for a times c, 210. Yep, we'll use that in the next step, but that's the key to do, is write out the prime factorization, and it'll really help you come up with all of the factors of whatever particular number you're looking for, if it's big and you need to do it like that. Okay, anyway, we're going to use those numbers now.